Well, greetings, Business 20 students. This is Mr. D, and this is my welcome video for business mathematics for the 8-week course here at Norco College. This is a fully online course, and we'll be completing all kinds of mathematical assignments and processes during our 8 weeks online here for this class. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do is show you how to log into Canvas if you've never logged into Canvas before. I'm going to make it easy for you. Basically, just go to the Norco College homepage, come over here to the About button on the top menu, and then go over to Employees. Down 3 is Canvas. Now, Canvas is where we host all of our online courses and Canvas course shells. You can also go there by just typing in rccd.instructure.com, and that'll also get you there. You can see that at the top of my screen right here, instructure.com. But that'll bring you to a login page for you. I'm already logged in, so it brings me right to my dashboard, but you'll have to log in, which is basically your email address and your birth date, the 2 digits of your day, the 2 digits of the month, and the 4 digits of the year. And then that'll get you into Canvas and to your dashboard. Now, on your dashboard, you will see all the courses that you're taking this semester. I have a lot that I'm teaching, so that's what you're seeing here. And then you're just going to go to our class, which is Business 20. So go ahead and select Business 20, and that's going to bring you to our course homepage. Now, I've designed the course homepage to hopefully be very easy to navigate anywhere you're at in Canvas. You can just click home, and it'll bring you right back to this screen, and you can pretty much get to everything based off of this screen right here. If you're starting for the first time, you just might want to go right into Start Here. And if you select that, it'll give you the steps in which you can follow in order to get started. But before we do that, I thought we would just look at what else is in the table here. So the first thing is in the top left is the syllabus link. So there's a little star there that says syllabus. If you select that, it'll open the syllabus right here in Canvas. You can read it. If you want to download it, you can download it. I always put the most recent version, so if there's any changes or edits, I'll re-upload it here, so that way you have the most current at your fingertips. Also, next to that are the 4 modules that this class is broken into. You can't really see the number 4 because my face is in the way, but the class is broken into 4 2-week modules. So every 2 weeks is a new module. Every 2 weeks we deal with a new topic. So basically module number 1 will involve 2 weeks. Every module has a case study. You get 2 weeks to do it. And each week you have a check-in assignment and you have a quiz for each of the chapter's content that we'll be covering. And then at the end of week 4, you have your first midterm exam. And at the end of week 8, you have your final or second midterm exam. And those are the various assignments you'll be doing. I'll be showing you that here in just a few minutes. But right below that, in the line below the syllabus, is a Cengage link. That Cengage link is how you access the ebook that's attached to this class. Now, you don't need to go to any other websites. You don't need to get any kind of access. You don't need to go anywhere but Canvas. Everything is done right here in Canvas. But you do need the book, and you can access the book by selecting that Cengage link. And I think you pay like $40 or $50, and you can get access to the ebook. And then once you've registered, every time you click the Cengage link right here, it'll bring you to another link. You just click that link and it'll bring you right to where you were at in the book, wherever you were reading. It will actually remember where you were and pick up right where you left off. So keep that in mind. Right next to that are some course videos. I actually have taught online all of the concepts of this class. Some of the videos are not very good. So because of that, I'm going to be making a change. I'm going to actually be redoing those videos this session, and you're welcome to join me when I redo them. Next, and I'll be explain that in a minute. Next to that is a help button. So if you ever need any help from me, all of my contact information is in there. If you need help from the help desk, you have some computer trouble, you're having trouble with something with your course, you can also contact them. I have all their contact information as well as Canvas's contact information. So if you need anything at any time, just click help. Then there's also the course details, the little green button to the right of that. That just explains the course description. It gives you the course textbook as well as a schedule. So if you just want a quick look at the schedule, I just had lunch, then you can select that. It'll give you a quick look at the schedule, when things are due, what's coming up. And then behind my face on the screen, you can't see it, but I'll scroll it down a little bit, is the office hours link. It's a purple or brown or whatever color it is, circle that says office hours. If you select that, that tells you when you can meet with me. So I have office hours on campus Mondays and Wednesdays in ATech 105A. That's my office. You can join me there physically in person, or I have an online office hour on Thursdays 10 to 11, and you can just select the link right there. It'll open Zoom, and then you'll meet with me, and I'll be in there. So those are the ways in which you would get a hold of me. You can also email or text me if you have any questions or issues. I'm really good about getting back with students. So that's pretty much how to navigate the class. Now, I'm seeing a lot more on my screen than you'll see. To the left, everything that has a little it's like a little eyeball that's crossed out. You will not see any of those, but you'll see all the others. Also on the right, there's a thing that says coming up. That's going to list all your due assignments. You can't really see it too much. There it is. And then right at the top here, it says recent announcements. You'll see the two most recent announcements right there every time you log into the homepage here in Canvas. So that pretty much shows you how to navigate. Now we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to click the Start Here button. And the first thing you'll see is a little picture of me. There's a link to the welcome video right there. And then there's a little bio link. So if you want to learn a little bit about me, my background, my family, etc., you can select that. I give a little bit of a history of where I came from. Beyond that is an explanation of the course as far as what we'll be learning and studying. This is an online class, so everything is done online. And I'll explain how each assignment is done online here in just a second. You also have a link to the book again. So if you want to register for the ebook, just select that. It'll step you through the process. And then I give you a little bit of tips on navigating the class. So the best thing to do is if you're ever lost, you don't know what to do, and you're on a computer, you can just select the home button at the very top here in the left menu, and that'll bring you right back to the home screen. But if you're on a phone or a tablet, it doesn't provide that list, that menu on the left. You have to go up to the little arrow next to the sunglasses. There's a picture, an arrow of it here, and that'll open up the menu when you select that, and then you can select home, and that'll bring you back to the home screen if you happen to be on a phone or a tablet. And then I have the getting started. So let's look at the steps to get started. First off, I want you to read the syllabus. So there is a link right there to the syllabus once again. I want you to watch the welcome video, which you're doing now. So good job on that. I want you to take the BUS20 SLO pre-test. Now this is just a series of questions on mathematical questions on business. Just answer what you know. If you don't know, then just guess. But I want to see what you know right now. So that way when we're done, we take this again. I get to see what you've learned or if you've gotten the concepts. And by the way, pay attention to the questions because those questions will be things that you'll be learning in this class. I also gave you, again, another link here to get the textbook. I also gave you a link to Amazon. If you want to buy a hard copy of the textbook and you don't want to use the ebook, that's fine. You can also buy one in the bookstore if you want. They're just going to be a lot more expensive. And if you buy the textbook, don't buy the access code because you have what you need. All the access code gives you is the textbook because I don't have anything set up in MindTap or anything set up anywhere else. Everything is in Canvas. So I'm trying to save you money by making it the least expensive way in which to get a book. So also here's the schedule as well on this page. You can look at that to see when assignments are due. So the last thing then it says here, step 6, is to get started by going to module number 1. So you have two ways you can do it. You can select that link or you can come over here to the left menu and select modules. But I'm going to go ahead and use the link here. And that's going to bring me to module number 1. Now I'm going to back up just a little bit because I do have some Canvas helps right here. I also have a return to home page. So if you're in modules and you're not really sure where to go, you can just select the return to home page and that'll bring you back to the home page. And then I have the ebook right here. So if you want to access the ebook, again, once you register, every time you access it, it'll bring you right back to where you were in the book when you left off. So that's another option to get access. As we come into week number 1, then this class, I have a lot of little extra features. I have a read me first. So every week you're going to have a read me first. This is just giving you the context of these mathematical problems in the context of a business. And I created a business called Sienna's Health and Fitness. So you're going to be introduced to Sienna as well. And you're going to be answering the questions in light of this business. It's a health and fitness store. They sell weights and supplements and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to be reading the Read Me First and Meet Sienna. By the way, always the Read Me's and Meet Sienna's are mandatory. So you have to view those first before it'll open up the assignments below. So if you try and just go into the assignments, they'll not be accessible until you've read and marked as done these assignments. So if I come here, for instance, to read me first, and here I'm kind of putting everything in the context of what you're going to be learning in week number 1, and you scroll to the bottom, it doesn't give it to me, but on yours it should say mark as done, and then you can mark it as done. It's not doing it for me because I'm not a student. So, and then the same thing with Sienna's health and fitness. You have to mark it as done, and then it'll allow you to go on. So the way that I've laid out each module is you have a read me first section, then you have a study section, and this is where each chapter that you'll be reviewing, I have a study page for the chapter. So the study page includes what areas of the textbook you should be reviewing, page numbers and everything. Then I have the PowerPoint slides, and I give you specific slides to review. And then I give you videos of me working out the problems. And then I give you YouTube videos on the same kinds of problems that you can do. So let's take a look at chapter 5 here, since that's the most thorough one, at least at the start here. So again, I have the textbook pages, what areas of the textbook to review, then a video of me working out problems from the textbook. And then again, there's an optional assessment you can take. Then I have the PowerPoint slides right here. I tell you which PowerPoint slides to look at up here in this table. And then I have YouTube videos right here. So all the same concepts. So I give you a lot to study. I promise you, if you actually use these study pages, you will have no problem with the exam or the other assignments. Again, in week number 1, there is a, shouldn't be a Zoom session because I didn't do that yet. There is a mandatory, actually there's a Zoom session. So I am going to have a Zoom session on this Wednesday, the first Wednesday of class, and I'm going to be going over some aspects of the course, as well as looking at chapter 5 specifically on using equations to solve business problems. So I will be doing some math. So you might want to join me on Wednesday for that. You have an initial mandatory check-in assignment, which I already mentioned, and you also have a mandatory pretest, which I already mentioned. And then you have your quiz number 1, and then you have your first case study. And this case study is really centered in chapter 4 on banking. And it's basically helping Sienna to choose a bank. Which bank is going to give her the best bang for her dollar as far as their fees and things like that. So you're going to compare 4 banks, and you're going to tell me which one is going to be the best for her to choose. So that's week number 1. Again, when it comes to the quizzes, some of the questions are multiple choice and you'll get the answer right away. Some of them are not. They're fill-in. So I have to go in and grade them. So I usually go in once a day to once every other day to grade the quizzes. So be watching for my feedback, because I'm going to give you the answers if you got them wrong in the little comments box. And that'll be part of your learning, is you're going to see where you went wrong when I give you a 0 for the question. If you got it wrong, I'll give you the answer in the comments box. And then that's going to help you learn how to work out the problem correctly. So that's week number 1. When we go into week number 2, again, you're going to have some read me firsts. I will be doing an announcement video going over all the assignments, and I'll be talking a little bit about the check-in assignment week number 2, because it's going to be actual math problems. And the idea is that you do the math problems, you turn it in, and then I give you feedback so you know exactly where you went wrong, all before you take the quiz and all before you finish the week. So I'll talk about that in my video next week, but we do have a Zoom session for week 1. So join me on Wednesday. There's a link right here. If you select this, it'll bring you to the link, and just select the link and it'll go into the meeting. So, all right, we'll see you guys then on Wednesday if you can make it. If not, I'm looking forward to a great semester with you. If you have any issues or problems, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me in my office hours, and or any other time. I'm really good about getting back to students. So I'm looking forward to a great semester, everybody. We'll see